Hi, I'm Sharon from Ruff Road RV Life, and I am here at San Isabel in Colorado. I'm here with family, and we are camping, and I'm sleeping in a tent. I left Ruff Road back in Pueblo West with Mr. D, so I'm here, and I am going to review this park. San Isabel is located about 30 miles from Pueblo, and it is in Colorado, and it is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I've been coming here for a number of years, and I finally got to camp here. We were lucky, we got the last walk-up spot, so yay. I'll be showing you the campground in a moment, but this lake is just amazing, and that bright green you see over there, those are aspens. Aspens are all over this park. If you can see up in the mountains, there's still some white. There's snow up there. We are here in the beginning of June, and the weather is pretty nice. Chilly at night, but 60s during the day right now. They have these cool paddle boats that you can rent. They also have canoes, boats. I left my kayaks at home, so I won't be playing in the water today. This is a path that leads up to the picnic area, or picnic areas. There's multiple picnic areas that are along the creek, and you'll find several of these vault toilets throughout the campground and the recreation area, and they're surprisingly clean. As a frame of reference, I was over there on the other side of the lake, and I just walked the path around the lake. It doesn't go all the way around, but I came here. Now if I kept going straight ahead or to the left there, I would go, around the lake, but it can't go all the way because the dam is there. But this is the path that goes up to the little picnic areas. I started over there, and I walked around the lake this way. And this is a creek that runs through the recreation area that you can hear when you're picnicking, or you can see it. It has, this is a little overgrown section of it, but on up the way there's rocks, and it's crystal clear, and there's bridges that go over it, but it is just a beautiful little creek. And looking this way, the La Vista Campground is just straight that direction, because all those rocky outcroppings there, that's right behind the campground. Okay, well, starting at campsite number 18, where we're located, this is a walk-in campsite, or walk-up campsite. We were able to grab it. It was the last campsite for yesterday. So these campsites are electric. You have to fill your tanks, bring your own water. They do have faucets around the place, but no water right at the campsite. This one is 20 and 30 amp. And as you can see, we have a nice large tent up, fire ring, picnic table, and space in between. This is the road into this area. Another vault toilet over there, and the tenting area is really nice. You walk down to it, you can see a tent over there. I'm going to check that out in a minute. There's a vault toilet right next to us. Very clean. There are no showers here. Okay, so as you can see, there are some larger rigs in here, But one thing I've noticed that you have to be careful here, some of the sites aren't completely level, but these look pretty good right through here. That's site 12, I believe that's site 13, and straight ahead there is 5, and 6 is across the way. You can't see, there's another Class A there, and then you've got the travel trailer. It's quite a long travel trailer right there. So it is doable. Here is an example of one of the sites. Picnic table, fire ring, beautiful bright green aspens there. But you can see how it's just a little uneven. So just be aware of that if you're coming here. You might have to chalk your wheels up, block them up. And this is site 11. Now straight ahead there is more toilets, and then those vehicles are parked to go down to a tenting area. So you park here, and down that little path are tent areas 8, 9, and 10. And there you'll see the lake I was walking around earlier, Lake San Isabel. And those steps will take you down. If you can listen in here, you can hear the creek down there. So here's another view looking down at 3 more tent sites. You park up here on this road and you walk down. Nice sound of the creek. Another view of La Vista electric sites. Okay, this is a bird's eye view of La Vista Campground. It is starting to rain, so this is going to be very quick right here. I've got to make my way back to some dry area because I have no rain gear with me. But not a very large campground. No water at the sites, but electric. And tent sites are to the side and to one end of it, as well as primitive sites at St. Charles Campground, which is on the other side of the creek, which I'm hoping to show you if the rain doesn't come pelting down really, really hard. And this is a bird's eye view of one of the picnic areas. That roar you hear is the creek. That is a beautiful creek. So we're just going to walk around this little bend here and take a peek and try to get back to beat any other rain that comes this way. So even though this is a weekend, it's a little bit of a rainy weekend, early June, not a lot of picnickers around. There are a lot of campers setting up for the weekend because it is a Friday today. But the thing I love about this park, there are pit toilets everywhere, and it's very clean. Okay, here is that amazing creek I have been telling you about. It is just amazing. Imagine that while you sit at a picnic table nearby and have a nice lunch with family. Lots of rocks. Just lovely. Of course, I'm not down at a picnic area. I'm over on the bridge as I head back around. This is the day use area. A lot of fishing and picnicking. I just came from that area, from that way. This goes on around and ends up taking you out of the recreation area, but there's many picnic areas and vault toilets, and of course you can stop and fish in the lake or just walk around the lake or whatever. But this is the way to St. Charles Campground. So I'm just going to show you what the road looks like. It is a primitive campground. It's very pretty to just drive through here and look around. Very woodsy. Lots of rocks. Enough to make a Floridian's tail wag. This is a quick tour of St. Charles Campground. There are 3 campgrounds in the Lake Isabel area. There's La Vista, where we're staying, St. Charles, and Southside. St. Charles is primitive campground. It has 15 sites. They're all open May through September, depending on the weather. It's along the banks of the St. Charles Creek, and it accommodates small trailers and tents. Each side has bear-proof food locker, picnic tables, fire ring, a picnic table, fire ring, and grills. There are vault toilets there, and you get your water from a hand water pump. All sites here are non-electric. So that's St. Charles Primitive Camping. Okay, here's an example of a picnic area. All I did was walk around that curve, and here you go. Picnic table, grill, 2 picnic tables actually. There's paths all along beside the creek and the creek. Now there are bridges along the way, so if you wanted to get across this creek and back up the other way, you could do so. Okay, we are heading back to the campground. If you were coming this way, be prepared for weather changes. It has been sunny and beautiful like this, clear skies, to cold, windy rain, back to sunny skies, and you can hear the thunder in the distance. So now we're back to the dark skies. So, layers. Layers work in the mountains. I would like to add, if you're a flatlander like I am, I came from, just a few foot above sea level. We've been gradually making our way west, so we've become accustomed to the changes in elevation. However, the first time I came out here, I did suffer from being up this high. I think this is about 8,000 feet above sea level. Too soon, a lot of headaches, lightheadedness, and your feet feel like anvils. So just be aware that will impact your activities, and it can truly be dangerous if you get too high up and have altitude sickness. What Ruff Road review would be complete without a trip to the bathroom? So this is a bathroom that you'll use here at San Isabel. Clean. It is very clean. And there's a lot of them. So you have your choice. Garbage boxes. A lot. Everywhere. Maybe that's why this park's so clean. There's where you get your water. And then this is back where we started earlier. And that's the other site. It looks like site 6. That looks pretty level. San Isabel Recreation Area is in the San Isabel National Forest, and it is surrounded by mountains and meadows. We had hummingbirds flitting around our camp. You can see them right there. Deer also can be seen. There's plenty to do there. You can hike, bike, ride ATVs on the trails, kayak, canoe, fish, view wildlife, picnic. You can have lunch at the lodge. The lodge at San Isabel is where you can rent paddle boats and rowboats. You can buy groceries. There are gifts there, and a restaurant, which is really good food. There is another campground there. It is the Southside Campground. There are 8 sites, and that's what you are looking at right now. It can accommodate small RVs or trailers 30 feet or less. No large slide outs. The sites are non-electric, but they are all pull-through. No backing up required here. Each site has a campfire grill and a picnic table. There are vault toilets here, drinking water. It's not ideal for tents, but we saw tents there. And that is the Southside Campground. I'm glad I had a chance to camp at San Isabel in the Vista Campground. Being from Florida, I'm nervous when I think of taking our 33-foot Class A up into the mountains. So I wasn't sure if that would work for us, but seeing the place firsthand and seeing the rigs that were there, I'm at ease now. I know that we can camp at Vista Campground. So if you're interested in camping at one of these 3 campgrounds, you would reserve your site at recreation.gov. The campgrounds are open, and I don't know the exact dates, but approximately from May through September, depending on the weather, of course. But just check recreation.gov if you're interested. You could also take a chance like we did and do the walk-up thing. Maybe they will have availability. We like looking at freedom. We'll see you on the road.